My name is Stephanie Campos. I am an astrologer, psychic medium, and witch, and this is your daily horoscope for Friday, May 5th, 2023. Today we have our final lunar eclipse in Scorpio. There's a lot to unpack with this lunation. Fate and destiny take over. Before we dive into your horoscope and the astrology of the day, I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in and for your continued support. This is a one human show and project. I write, film, edit, produce every single part of this process. So your support really means so much. If you're enjoying your daily horoscope, I'd please ask that you leave a rating and review, subscribe, share this podcast or YouTube channel with someone in your network who may enjoy it. You can also support by picking up my first book, Seasons of the Zodiac, Love, Magic, and Manifestation throughout the astrological year. I am in the pre-order phase of selling my book, and every pre-order counts. It determines how many copies book distributors pick up. Everything helps, and I appreciate it so, so much. And as always, I have some important CTAs in the show notes for you. Alrighty, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. This is the final lunar eclipse in Scorpio. We've been having eclipses taking place in Taurus and Scorpio since November of 2021. Our last lunar eclipse in Scorpio took place on May 16th, 2022. What was going on for you around this time in your life? Similar themes and topics will be brought up. Threads from storylines that were going on in your life around that time are being completed. This is the final lunar eclipse in Scorpio for us. We won't have another one until 2031. Eclipses are like supercharged new moons and full moons that involve fate and destiny. They speed up timelines, decisions, actions that we've been avoiding or maybe too scared to make. Suddenly we find ourselves in the eye of the storm. Eclipses have a way of changing our direction. Major new beginnings and endings take place during eclipses. This eclipse is taking place in the sign of Scorpio. The moon will be in Scorpio, and in traditional astrology, the moon is in fall in Scorpio. It doesn't enjoy moving through this zodiac sign. Scorpio represents the depths of the ocean where all of those creepy little critters and alien-like creatures swim around. So we are dealing with big emotions, big feelings. And because Uranus is involved with this eclipse, there will be sweeping change, unpredictable events, but also possible breakthroughs. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio takes place at 14 degrees. If you have any planets between 9 and 19 degrees of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you will feel the effects of this eclipse the strongest. The lunar eclipse in Scorpio perfects at 10:30 a.m. in the sky, and the next aspect that the moon makes is an opposition to Uranus and Taurus. That will take place around 5 p.m. Uranus is that planet of unpredictable energy. So all we can really do is expect the unexpected today. Perhaps shocking information comes our way, or a sudden event takes place that we weren't prepared for. Uranus can also bring exciting sweeping change. So of course there is duality with this eclipse. This eclipse is taking place close to the south node of the moon, which is a point of release. You can think of it as a cosmic garbage disposal. What are you ready to release that's been lingering in your subconscious or shadow for some time? Later on, around 11 p.m., the moon in Scorpio will form a trine with Mars in Cancer. Now, in the past, I've talked about how this gives us emotional courage. Maybe we feel called to share some of our feelings. But something I've also noticed under this transit is it can result in a big cry, which is a great way to release any pent-up energy, resentment, fear, shame, struggles that you've been storing inside. Coming through in these two water signs, it supports that emotional, energetic release. So we are moving through some choppy waters today, and the shifts may feel monumental. Whatever is removed from our life is creating space for something new. Aries, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 8th house of shared resources and intimacy. You may be focused on your finances, settling a debt, or releasing part of your past in some significant way. Taurus, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, collaborations, and partnerships. There may be some shift in your partner's life, a BFF, or a business relationship, or some aspect in your relationship dynamic may undergo some significant changes. Gemini, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 6th house of day-to-day routine, health, and habits. This is a powerful time to let go of old ways of operating and to rebuild your daily routine in a way that is supportive and constructive for the life that you want to live. If you've been working on a project or going through a period of upheaval, this may mark a turning point. Today, your daily routine experiences some turbulence. Plans can go haywire, and your attention may be called to a different area of your life. If you're able to, pad your day with flexibility and don't overbook yourself. Cancer, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, children, and play. If you're looking to expand your family or add a fur baby, that's what me and my husband did, and he's a Cancer rising. You may learn about some news or feel called to expand your family. If you're working on a creative project, this also marks a turning point. If you're dating, this is also a very sexy, steamy aspect, and couples may want to integrate a little bit more romance into their life today. Leo, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio takes place in your 4th house of home, family, and foundations. This brings sweeping change to a very important axis, your public and private life. You may be moving or experiencing a dynamic shift with an important family member, releasing part of your past, and you also may be accomplishing a major life milestone. You may require some extra rest today, so don't overbook yourself. Virgo, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 3rd house of communication, self-expression, siblings, extended family, and learning. If you've been learning a new skill or signed up for a course, this may mark a turning point in your proficiency. You may feel called to share or self-express some of your feelings in a new way, or learn some shocking information. Conversations can shift your perspective today, too. If you have siblings or extended family members that you're close with, something else may be going on in their life or in your immediate environment. Libra, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio has to do with your finances and your sense of comfort. You may be making a big purchase, receiving a raise or promotion, a new work opportunity, or be reflecting on your sense of security and values in some significant way. Or an unexpected expense may also show up. Scorpio, the lunar eclipse is taking place in your sign, activating your 1st house of identity, sense of self, and personal ambitions. This may mark a turning point for a personal goal. You may be taking on a new public role. Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer? Are you a medium? Or you may be self-expressing in a way that feels more authentic. This is a shedding of your skin to step deeper into an aligned identity. The spotlight is on you, and don't be scared to shine bright. Sagittarius, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 12th house of the subconscious and what's hidden. This may kick up the need for rest and have you reflecting on your work-life balance. Your intuition is also incredibly active today, and some of your self-defeating habits, thoughts, or patterns may be illuminated today. Innovative aha moments and important realizations may come through, especially during spiritual work or some of your self-care practices. Capricorn, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 11th house of community, friendship, as well as the area of your chart that rules your hopes and your dreams. You may reach a turning point in one of your important goals. Someone in your network could connect you with someone influential, and it can feel like it's all happening really fast and out of the blue. Sudden and shocking conflicts with friends and communities that you're part of can also take place. You may be reflecting on your sense of belonging and the balance within some of your friendships. And maybe you need to take some space from certain people. Aquarius, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 10th house of career, public reputation, and accomplishments. This can mark a major turning point in terms of your career and the legacy you hope to leave behind. This can also have you shedding your current role and moving on to a new job or opportunity. Major turning points are also taking place with your home and family life as well. Pisces, the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your 9th house of expansion, travel, and spirituality. You may be booking a trip on a whim. Conversations and discussions that have been ongoing build towards a turning point today. Some shocking news may arrive, and it could lead to a shift in your perspective or worldview. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you're curious to learn more, you can pick up my first book, Seasons of the Zodiac, Love, Magic, and Manifestation throughout the astrological year. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.